Okay. Good morning everyone. This is Devi from Little Hearts Publications, and today I am going to take a class of subject science from class 5, and I am going to deal with second lesson, that is reproduction in plants. Reproduction in plants. Okay. As we have already learned that human beings and animals depend on plants for food. Yes? Yes. So, many other needs also. Even this animals and human beings, they depend directly or indirectly from the products of the plants. Yes. So, one of the most distinct features of living things is reproduction. Okay? Distinct feature. Distinct feature of living things. Is reproduction. Reproduction. Yes. So, the process by which a living thing produce its offsprings. It means it gives its babies. Okay, this process is known as reproduction. Yes. The process by which living thing gives offspring or baby of its own kind. So what is the meaning of its own kind? For example, if it is a seed, the plant mango seed grows into a mango plant only. And if it is a hen gives a egg baby chick and a small hen, again then it grows into a hen, same kind. Then human baby, if it is a small baby, human being, it grows into a human being only. If it is a lion, cub grows into a lion only. But a bird can't give a baby, human baby, or a lion can't give birth to a tree, isn't it? So, the process by which living things give birth to offsprings or baby of its own kind is known as reproduction. Okay. So, just as human beings and animals give birth to their young ones, plants also reproduce to the young ones of their own kind. So, plants reproduce in many ways. So, plants reproduce in many ways. So, what are the different ways? Let's learn now. Yes. So, most of the seeds, okay, most of the plants reproduce by seeds. Okay, first method is seeds. Reproduce by seeds. So, this method is known as sexual reproduction. Okay. And the other method is many plants reproduce by using some different parts of the plant. Different parts of plant. So, this kind of reproduction is known as vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction, vegetative reproduction. So as these plants are using their parts, what are the different parts? For example, roots, stem, roots, stem, leaves. Okay, if these plants are using these different parts like these, so these are called as vegetative parts. So as the plants are using their vegetative parts to give a new offspring or a new plant, it's known as vegetative reproduction. Yes. So we'll go to the next topic, that is flowers. Okay. Okay, we'll go to the next topic, that is flowers. Okay, what are flowers? Flowers are also a part of a plant, and it is known as a beautiful part of the flower, beautiful part of the plant, isn't it? Beautiful part. And what is the use of these flowers to the plants? As these flowers are having reproductive parts in them. Okay, flowers have reproductive parts inside them. So they helps in the reproduction of the plants, or growing giving fruits or seeds. Yes. So when these flowers change into seeds or fruits, how much time does it take? So when these flowers completes its maturity time or period, these flowers change into seeds, or some flowers form seeds, some flowers turn into fruits. Okay, after the maturity period is completed, these flowers produce seeds, or else they start forming a fruit. Okay, yes. And then how do flowers reproduce? We'll learn now. What is the method? Give seeds or fruits. Okay. So how do flowers reproduce? How do flowers reproduce? Yes. Now, so before we have learned how flowers will reproduce, first of all we must learn what are the important parts of the flower. So we'll learn what are the important parts of the flower here. Okay. Here, a matured flower. Okay. What are the important parts of a matured flower? We'll learn now. Okay. Now, for example, yes, I'll draw a picture. I'll show you a picture here. This is the picture of a flower. Okay, this is a picture of a flower. Yes. So this picture of a flower, this flower is a matured flower which has all the reproductive organs inside this flower. So let's discuss by drawing the flower on the board. Yes. Okay. Yellow color chalk కింద పడిపోయిందా? Okay. Okay. Okay, children, this is about the diagram now. Okay. Now, okay. This is sepal. Okay. This sepal is called as calyx. This is known as calyx, and these are petals. These are petals. Petals are called as corolla. Calyx, corolla. Okay, these are called as corolla, and this is stamen. These are stamen. Okay, stamen. These are stamen, and this is carpel, the center part. Okay, the center part, this is known as carpel. We'll just write this side. This is carpel. This carpel is known as gynoecium. Okay, it's known as gynoecium. Okay, gynoecium. So, what is gynoecium? Gynoecium is the female part, female reproductive part, and stamen is known as andrecium. It's known as andrecium. Known as andrecium, and it is male reproductive part of the flower. Male reproductive part of the flower. Yes. So, let's look at this diagram now, children. Okay. So, here the sepal is the first or outermost whorl of the flower. It protects the other parts of the flower, and this sepal, it is known as protective part. It is known as protective part of the flower. Okay, and next we will go to the second part, that is petals. Okay, petals. This is first part and this is second part. These petals are also known as corolla. Corolla is the second whorl. It is second whorl of the flowers, and these petals have bright colors. So petals are bright colors. Bright colors. So as these flowers have bright colors, they attract insects. They attract insects. So why these attract insects? Why these flowers need to attract the insects? We'll learn in the next topic. Yes, and okay. Yes. So after corolla, the next whorl is third. Third part is stamen. These are stamens. Okay, the yellow color parts are known as stamens. So these stamens are known as andrecium. They are known as andrecium. Andrecium means they are male reproductive part of the flower. Male reproductive part of the flower. There are more number of andreciums in the flower. Yes, and then next comes the carpel. Okay, what is carpel? The center part, the center whorl of the flower is known as carpel. Okay, is known as carpel. This carpel is known as gynoecium. Okay, this gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the plant. Yes, and this gynoecium bears ovules inside them which develop into seeds. Okay, this gynoecium bears ovules inside them which develops into seeds. Okay, after this when this ovules change into seeds after fertilization, this ovules develop into seeds. Okay, develop into seeds, and the next, yes, So this each flower has male reproductive part called stamen or androecium, and a female reproductive part gynoecium or carpel. So these stamens produce this pollen grains. So a powder like substance which is present over this stamen is known as grains. So they are known as pollen grains. Okay, just we'll have a look at this also. Okay, this is the structure of stamen. Okay, what is this? This is a stamen. Okay, and the stamen has two parts. One is anther. The first part is known as anther, and the below long stalk, okay, below long stalk is known as filament. Okay, so this stamen produce this grains. So it produce grains. Okay, this stamen produce grains over this anther part. So there are eggs called ovules. Where are eggs present here? In this female reproductive part. So ovules inside these carpels. Okay, and these carpels, when a pollen grain will come into contact with this pollen grains, when they come into contact or reaches these ovules, a seed begins to grow. So when seed begins to grow, these pollen grains will enter into this carpel, and here the seed starts growing at this part. Okay, at this part the seed starts growing. Okay, so some fruits have single seed and some fruits have many seeds. Okay, fruits are reproduction in plants is by flowers, right? So fruits. So what are the kinds of fruits here? First one is single seed fruits and many seeded fruits, and many seeds are there, single seed fruits are there. So what are examples of single seed fruits? If you take mango, right? Mango is a single seed fruit. Mango and lychee, these two are single seed fruits. Yes, many seeds. Example, watermelon, papaya, pomegranate, custard apple, these all come under many seed fruits. Yes. So with this we'll stop this lesson. Thank you.